Nice.
Alright, dan selamat datang lagi bersama gue Ezaa di game Honkai Star di live streaming siang hari ini ya. Kita sudah lama enggak sih, maksudnya kita sudah sempat tunda-tunda terus nih sorenya ya, karena dari kemarin tuh waktunya tidak tepat ya. Saya yang ngantuk atau memang lagi malas saja sama game, jadi sering ketunda-tunda. Dan hari ini kita bakal coba untuk lanjutin sebanyak mungkin ya. Sebisaku hari ini. Kalau bisa tamat storynya ya alhamdulillah, kalau misalkan belum ya tinggal dikit berarti nanti ya sisanya. Oke, sebelum itu aku bakal reform dulu. Oh ya, terakhir aku mau update. Terakhir itu aku main Apocalyptic Shadow, itu aku cuma nyobain aja, belum aku ganti pakai roster lain. Dan terakhir itu aku udah cobain lagi, tidak bisa full star by the way. Dan full starnya itu pakai face show di party pertama ya, pakai party ini face show. Terus pada kedua itu pakai the Herta sama Serval ya. Jadi ini untuk bos kedua aku pakai ini, terus dapat poin tuh 6943 ya. Ini banyak banget, lebih banyak dari yang ketiga malah, karena kemarin aku ternyata pakai Firefly itu agak sedikit ngemaksa ya, karena jujur itu bukan stage-nya Firefly, karena itu modenya lebih lebih bagus dilawan pakai karakter yang area efek, jadi kayak Rapa atau misalkan yang bagus. Dan ternyata pakai Deherta juga bisa ya, bisa dapat 3460 ya, dan ini 3400, jadi dapat tuh 6900 ya. Udah bisa full star, aman. Terus kita bakal prefarm dulu, prefarm trace-nya tribi dulu. Ini nggak tahu aku jujur, tribi ini belum prefarm sama sekali. Aku HSR udah nggak prefarm lagi ya by the way. Aku udah capek, aku udah bener-bener main game ini itu cuma login kalau ada update main story ya begitu. Jadi udah nggak ada prefarm dan kawan-kawan tuh udah nggak ada. Udah bener-bener tidak seperti ZZZ ya. Kalau ZZZ aku masih prefarm, masih mikirin siapa yang mau kumpul, yang mau diambil siapa, mau beli siapa. Kalau di sini aku udahlah udahlah bodoh amat aja, nggak dapat nggak dapat ya udah itu kan. Udah nggak seaktif dulu lah. Kalau aku dulu aktif banget kan main game ini tiap hari ya. Sekarang sudah tidak, sekarang saya sudah mulai mengurangi main HS, tapi tetap main, cuma kan dikurangi aja. By the way, Herta juga build-nya masih jelek ya. Itu masih crit rate sekitar 70-an, terus damage itu 110 baru gitu doang, belum bagus. Tapi udah bisa clear Apocalypse itu udah gampang. Ntar lah ngebuild karakter nanti ya, ngebuild yang mau kubuild aja. Aku mau farming trace-nya tribu dulu biar aku mentokin dulu semua. Habis itu baru farm buat relic sama planar ornamen, terus ya udah. Habis itu benerin DPS yang baru kayak Herta. Terus mungkin ini serval juga bakal aku build ulang ya, seperti itu mungkin nanti. Kita tunggu aja. You can fight it or rock with it. Nah untuk rencana sih aku bakal coba ambil Castoris. Habis ngambil Castoris aku coba bakal ngambil Anaksa juga, karena tapi kalau Anaksa mungkin aku bakal ngambil Enol doang. Karena aku pengen pull Anaksa itu ini gara-gara dia itu voice actornya sama kayak Wise. Jadi bahaya pull itu. Terus terakhir kemarin buat ceritanya Everest ini, terakhir itu kita nyampe selesai ketemu sama musuh yang itu, yang hitam itu, yang masih tanda tanya itu, kita ketemu dia. Terus kita bakal coba untuk ngasih tahu keluarga korban yang jadi korbannya dia itu kan kemarin, kata Anaksia. Terus apa? Iya. The day of his vulnerable. Aku nggak tahu aja cara main tribi gimana, apa-ngapainnya aku nggak tahu sama sekali itu. Aku bener-bener buta sama HSR sekarang, udah bener-bener tidak update sama sekali. Gimana ya, gamenya udah gini-gini terus, kurang. Yuk kita langsung aja daripada kita ngomel-ngomel dulu, langsung ke sini aja. By the way, kadang ada, tahu gak sih di sini itu ada secret ya, kalau belum di fix sama developernya. Di sini itu ada rahasia yang bisa terungkap tentang kendaraan yang ada di luar ini. Aku kemarin ngeliat ini lucu banget anjir, ketawa-tawa lah, tiba-tiba ada orang lama banget ini ya Janus itu ya kan, buka HP ya kan ada orang di dalam kan. harus kesini aduh, harus ngadep dia masalahnya. Nggak bisa lagi. Ada orang cuy di dalam cuy. Kecak banget ya. Dari sini nggak kelihatan. Tuh. Harus nabrak, kameranya itu harus nabrak ini loh. Ada orang aja. Kaget aku kemarin cuy. Gue harus di zoom. Begitu lah. Ini kocak aja ini. Ada orang di dalam aja. Wis. Lanjut, sorry. Mana? Woman with gentle expression.
Hello. And you are?
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, you are Kalinicus's wife, right?
Yes. Oh, are you a messenger? No wonder I haven't heard any news for so long. There's been a change in personnel, hasn't there?
Ma'am, Kalinicus passed away a few days ago, defending the grove against the Black Tide.
So, did he manage to defend the grove? Huh?
This was thing you asked after his. Kaget. Oh, yang ditanyain malah groove-nya, enggak si Kalinicusnya.
Yes.
Yeah.
He managed to protect Cersei's core flame at the cost of his life.
I see. I'll select some of his possessions and pick a nice resting place for him.
Please let us know if you need any help, ma'am.
I come from Kremnos. Death and sacrifice are things I've learned to
Dia
face.
dari Kremnos, wajar. Pantas dia gak kaget banget gitu loh.
Even though he was a scholar, he'd always ask me to teach him how to fight whenever he came back. Isn't it funny that a Chrysos heir like him wants to learn from an ordinary person like me?
Hah? Chrysos heir? Chrysos Air?
I've been prepared for this for a long time. In times like these, any ordinary
Siapa anjir
goodbye
kali ini
might
Kesini,
just turn
Cok?
out to be a final farewell.
I'm really sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I was once a warrior, and I'll find my way back to the battlefield someday. With the coming coronation of the new king of Kremnos, I'll take up my lance against the creatures of the Black Tide and seek vengeance for my husband.
Chrysos Air katanya. Buat Kalinikus. Oke, tak note dulu itu. Biar
Oh,
ingat.
hello, young ones. Is there anything I can help you with?
Are you the father of Kenani and Artakama?
Inane
Ah, yes.
Atakama.
Did my daughters cause trouble at school again? Alas, forgive this old brain of mine. Both of my daughters graduated long ago, and they are now scholars at the Grove. What's the matter, young one? Why so quiet? Did my daughters really get into some trouble? If they refuse to apologize, just let me know. Their old dad can still talk some sense into them.
What should we do? I really can't tell him.
Jangan tanya aku aja mau nangis ini kata kali.
Mr. Fabio, the Black Tide took Kenani and Artakama.
Inane.
What?
They fought until their last breath against the Black Tide to defend the Grove. As the Chrysos Air stationed at the Grove, I failed to protect them. Mr. Fabio, if you're upset,
Don't put it that way. Even if my Artakama wasn't one of the Chrysos heirs mentioned in the prophecy,
Iya anjir.
she was still a heroine. Wasn't she?
Jadi mungkin banyak ya Chrysos Air itu banyak, cuma yang dilihat di prophecy atau di penglihatannya itu cuma beberapa. Oh, jadi gitu. Oke. Jangan baca. Damn, bro. Untung aku lagi tidak dalam mode
What's wrong?
emosional anjay.
There's a lot going on in the city and I've got
Ini
my
kan aku
hands full.
lagi bener-bener emosional, sentimental, bisa nangis ini aku, Cok. Untung
Mister, we're
sekarang
sorry to
dalam
bother you,
mode
but
santai ya. Mode mengantuk jadi
Wait, Lady Castors, did Lady Aglaya send you because of some mistake I made at work?
keep your cool, Titus. I'm Anaxagoras from the Grove of Epiphany, and a colleague of your father, old Titus. A few days ago, your father passed away.
Wait, what? My old man died? That's no shocker. At his age, he was due for the River of Souls any time.
oh, ini apa sama kayak satu kampung halaman sama si Castoris kayaknya. River of Souls ngomongnya.
Just up and left me behind. That old man. I've been telling him for ages to stay in the Holy City and enjoy his retirement. But no, he just had to go off to that grove and mess around with those scholars. Still wouldn't budge after all those arguments. That stubborn old thing. I already got him a retirement home and was waiting for him to come around. All my effort is wasted now, and he didn't even give me a chance to say goodbye. That bull-headed old man, stubborn as a mule.
Orang-orang Everus ini unik-unik ya.
That is it. That's all the colleagues' families that I remember.
Those who sacrifice their lives and their families are truly admirable. Indeed.
Good work, Mr. and Professor Anaxa.
Let's go. Take me to see Aglaya.
All right. I'll lead the way.
God. This is so sad, bro.
A day of peace.
Why is this so sad?
Take a look.
This is pure genius in action. Teleport aja lah anjay. Apa ini anjir? Tunggu pintu kebuka lamaan anjir. Good. Kenapa tuh satpam di sini, Cok?
Miss Castoris, my lord, you're back.
My lord.
Hello. We have an important matter to discuss with Lady Aglaya. May we trouble you to inform her of our presence?
My apologies, Miss Castoris. Lady Aglaya has just informed me that she has no time to receive anyone at the moment.
Malah nggak mau katanya. Lagi sibuk katanya, Cok.
That's just great. She refuses to even see me. Answer me this, friend. Did Aglaya order you to take me directly to prison?
Who are you?
Please don't jest. It's possible that she really is busy.
Anak saya
Let's
sama
wait here a moment.
sama Aglia
and
nih.
I'll try to contact her
Kayak
using this
Tom and Jerry anjir. Sumpah, Cok. Tom and Jerry anjir. Okay, Aglia Castoris and Ananda Eza's group chat. To Ananda Eza and company of the group's circumstances, we are not truly. They are not fully cognizant, and for their most diligent efforts, we harbor the deepest gratitude. Indeed, no words could adequately convey the depth of our appreciation. Alas, the Holy See presently faces sundry complications, and manifold duties command our attention, precluding us from extending proper welcome. For this oversight, we express sincere regret. Furthermore, following thy arduous voyage, rest must be prioritized. The particulars of recent events shall be deliberated upon the morrow, so it is written. Kamu buat bahan bacaan. Oh, yang nulis Gunmaker, bukan Aglianya langsung ini. Atasan kok ngomongnya tuh terlalu apa ya? Puitis anjir. Kasih tahu lah di Aglia, pesan diterima, kita akan istirahat hari ini, sampaikan terima kasih kita. Very well, dikirim stiker aja, kocak banget.
It's fortunate we don't have to confront that woman while I'm hauling
Itu kan
around this sick
Tom
body.
and Jerry anjay, ini si Anaksa sama Aglia
And
aja.
this friend I
Kocak banget.
haven't gotten the chance to know. I'll take my leave for today. That Titan made a myriad of adjustments on their own.
Masih pusing dia karena dimasukin sama Cerses, Cok.
I don't want to stay a second longer in this noisy city if I can.
Please be careful. Akama isn't the grove. This place.
Is covered by her golden threads.
Hmm.
I know. That woman is extremely confident I won't escape her grasp.
Aku mau
Don't
lihat
worry.
pas dia
As
ketemu
I said
Aglia
before,
langsung kayak gimana.
I'll
Lucu
mind
banget aja
my
pasti.
behavior.
Mister, so many unexpected things happened on our journey to the grove. We truly had no intention of putting you
Iya,
in
by the way, jangan
danger,
lupa ya.
let alone face the black tide head on.
Jangan lupa ya. Tadi di cutscene terakhir itu kita sempat nahan Castoris biar nggak jatuh. Dalam tanda kutip kita udah pernah megang Castoris. Dan kalau kita tahu Castoris itu ada kutukan anjir. Kalau siapapun yang deket-deket dia itu apa daya hidupnya tuh menghilang. Intinya mati cuma deket-deket kalau dia tuh. Who is my old friend by now? We made it back alive, so much for the black tide.
Please do not underestimate the threat the black tide poses.
Makin kesini MC-nya makin konyol anjir, kalau lihat kurang
Black
suka
tide
aku.
is not just an enemy of Akama, but
Dulu
all
tuh keren
of
gitu loh. Ini
Emphories.
sekarang makin kesini tuh
Even back when
makin
the forces of
aneh, gua
strife
suka.
coveted the holy city, their warriors still undeniably halted the black tide outside Castrum Kremnos.
Aku nggak boleh lah
May the
ngelawak
Tor's
dikit-dikit
core
tuh.
flame
Tapi
now
kalau
sit
semua
vacant,
dialog
and
pilihannya
the
kelawak
black
tuh
tide has returned. The Grove is an
Bro,
academic
this is
city with
serious
the best
story.
understanding of the
Canda
Black
mulu
Tide.
anjir.
It shouldn't have
Jadi,
fallen
apa,
so easily.
Malah
And yet it
ngerusak
was taken
momen gitu loh,
overnight,
bro.
leaving the city in blood and tears, haunted by the spirits of departed heroes.
Hmm.
The trial of strife is imminent. I pray Mighty will be able to steal his resolve soon.
Ini bajuku ini buat ya kombor-kombor anjir. And that Black Robe Sourcemaster ya itu juga tuh yang ngancurin rumahnya si siapa? Kampung halamannya si Vainan. The dreadful enemies of the Grove, also creation of Black Tide.
Lady Treby once traveled across thousands of cities in Amphorius to
Nggak
repel the
pernah
Black
ngeliat ini sih
Tide.
Trippy katanya.
But even they have no recollection of this powerful enemy in all their journeys. Perhaps the fall of strife has triggered even more terrifying events in unseen places. As for me, I detected a strong stench of death from that entity. But it wasn't because it had a connection with Thanatos.
Oh, terus?
I'm afraid
Kenapa malah
it's
dia Thanatos?
purely because it has sent countless others to their deaths.
Oh, oke. Jadi si Black Robe Swordmaster itu di awal tuh aku ngira dia tuh Thanatos karena dia tuh kata si Castoris itu dia tuh bisa nyium bau kematian dari dia. Tapi ternyata enggak. Justru kenapa kok dia tuh bisa mempunyai aroma darah yang Castoris itu bisa sadar? Itu karena dia tuh sudah mengirim jiwa yang tak terhitung itu pada kematian terkatanya.
Speaking of Thanatos, Mister, there is something else I wish to verify with you.
Nyender ya guys karena sakit
You
punggung
must
nanti.
have an idea of the curse I bear by now.
Nah, pasti mau ngomongin kok aku
Born
bisa
as
nyentuh
the
kowe,
shadow
ya
of
kan?
death, a poison shunned by all living beings. Yet when you caught me in the
Tuh.
grove,
Tuh.
I'm curious why you weren't affected by my power, Mister.
Oh, tadi kayaknya aku lihat dia ngeblash ya anjir. The fuck? Aku lupa total loh sebelum kamu bahas ini. Mungkin cuma belum aja kali. Aftertaste katanya. Aku udah terbiasa. Aku spesial sok-sokan banget aja nyebelin banget. Oh iya. Sekarang kalau kamu bilang itu, I think the same thing happened in the vortex. Emang kenapa, Cok?
My apologies for the abrupt question. For all my
Jadi kayak aku
life,
dia ngeblash ya.
I've
Apa?
always wondered,
Aku
what is my
Halu.
connection to death? And why am I inextricably linked to Thanatos? Mister, you must be tired after being on the move these past few days.
dia bingung kok bisa
Please
apa nyentuh
set aside
aku
the
padahal kan
tragedy
aku
at
ada
the grove
kutukan
for
ini
now
kematian siapa
and
nyentuh
rest
aku kan
for the
bakal
day.
mati gitu. Kita bilang ya juga dulu juga gitu kan pas di vortex. Sorry, as you get some rest, map is probably associated to see as a met up. I wonder how Dan has been holding up these past few days. Kasian dia udah berubah mau jadi naga dia anjir. Oh tadi halu ya kayak ngeliat Castoris ngeblas aja. Atau emang ngeblas sih nggak tahu anjir. Nggak jelas di sini coloringnya. He looks like he's been well. Really bro. Bro, mana bro? Long time no see. I've heard what happened from Final. You've been through a lot. I see so much my tears. Not at all. It's all in service of two straight blaze. I wasn't expecting furthers to temper the will of the nameless. What were you doing while I was gone? I was organizing logs. Also asked. Ngomongnya gimana ya? Yasin atau Yasin gimana ya? I discovered something interesting. Do you remember that Emperor's sky was sealed away by Tyrant? Aquila's presence keeps this world isolated from the rest of the world beyond the sky. It seemed Yasin's ancestors were the sky priestess who worshipped Aquila. Perhaps she can give us more clues to find a way back to the Astral Express. But nothing out of the ordinary happened in the Holy City in the past few days. I didn't have to talk to anyone either. It was kind of nice spending time alone. Just you wait, your good times are coming to an end. After what happened at the Grove, there's sure to be unrest in the coming days. We should rest for now. You look tired. You should get some sleep before we set off tomorrow. Tuh, tandang aja ngeliat kita capek tuh. Berarti kita ada efek samping nih kemarin. Apa, nyelamatin Castoris anjir. Oh, by the way, I heard some rumors. If you're going to wander around, I suggest avoiding the hot path. Kenapa? Why? Sometime before in the Marmoreal Palace.
Trian?
Oh no.
What's wrong? Is there trouble at the Grove?
Oh no.
Yes, I sensed something. It was fleeting, but very strong. It feels like they're in some big trouble.
Oh no.
Trian used the Century Gate again.
Can you see what's actually happening?
No, it's fuzzy like always. But the enemy's aura has disappeared. Maybe they've moved to a safe place.
Tapi itu
Let's
dikirim
hope that it's
kemana
just
ya?
a false alarm. We should place our trust in him and Castorus, teacher. They will keep Trian safe.
Peggy, you're talking like we are little kids. One day, Trian will reach her limit, and Trebi will take on the role of gatekeeper from her. We are all aware of that.
Apakah itu V-nya itu nggak tebel anjir itu?
I am just a little concerned about her state of mind. Trian was already unable to speak, even in short sentences when they left. We want to say a proper goodbye at the very least.
You want to say a proper goodbye at the very least? What do you mean? Don't flag like that.
I will pray with you.
Thanks. And Aggie, it looks like we will need you to come with us to the baths this time to unwind. It feels like neither of us have laughed for a long while. It's time to head out with the west wind!
That's of
All right.
rationality. Creepy passage repose. Coba anjir.
There's strength in numbers! There's strength in numbers!
Lucu banget anjir, aku belum pakai dia buat lari begini. Coba animasinya, Cak. Cepet banget jalannya. Buka anjay.
Here's really hot and heavy. Has it always been like this? Is someone injured over there?
Habisan lagi anjir.
What happened here?
Watch out! Watch out! For the Kremnoan! Kremnoan? This is their doing?
Aggie, now's not the time to dwell on that. Let's help the injured people first. Excuse me, coming through.
Oh, you two are here as well. That's a relief.
Even the Twilight Courtyard is involved. What in the world happened here?
I actually just came to relax. But as soon as I got here, I saw all these people lying on the ground. I've examined them, and they don't seem to be seriously ill. It feels like they've just spent too much time in the hot water.
Multiple individuals fainting simultaneously from the hot pool steam? Where is the manager of the baths?
He disappeared,
Hilang.
and no one knows where he's gone to. Some people have been saying that the Kremnoans are behind this. Lady Aglaya, what do you think about this?
Let these people rest. The two of you, please come with me.
Have you thought of something, Aggie?
Yes. while their intentions elude me, it's time to bring this farce to a
Penguti
close.
kambing hitam ini kah ini Kremnoan? Bagaimana nih?
I heard it's the Kremnoan.
Apa mereka anjir?
Even snowy.
Nah, ini juga panasan anjir.
The culprit is Mightimos.
Apa anjir? Ngapain sih mereka anjir?
What did you do to everybody?
It's just another duel where I claimed victory.
Tolol anjir.
Duel?
Foto anjing ini berdua
As I
anjing.
expected.
Akhirnya udah paham aja. Ketebak.
On the surface,
Tolol
these two
anjir.
are the mightiest warriors
Ya
of the Holy City.
ampun, ya
But they're still
ampun.
impulsive youths at heart.
Orang bodoh emangnya anjir.
Speak up, Mighty. Tell us exactly what kind of foolishness you and Finan indulged in this time.
Udah hafal anjir ragilnya kelakuan mereka anjay. Udah hafal sama kelakuan mereka cok, tolol banget. Kenapa? Diam-diaman aja.
No, none of those sound right.
Oh, dia mau nenangin Finan, cuma dia bingung nyari kata-katanya, cok. Tolol emang ini berdua dia aja, gak ada yang bener anjir. Dia tuh gak, si Mighty itu gak bisa ngasih words of affirmation anjir. Atau menenangkan orang tuh gak bisa anjir. Sukanya ngeprovokasi biasanya dia tuh.
Forget it.
Sundere.
And I see
Berotot doang
the
sundere.
magnificent deliverer finally deigning to step outside.
Tuh kan. Sukanya memprovokasi anjir sama sarkas tuh.
What kind of response is that?
Nothing. I was just imitating your usual response. I don't feel anything special from you. Have you passed the demigod trial?
The ritual hasn't reopened yet. In case you forgot, it hasn't been that long since I pulled you out of the trial.
I didn't forget.
Then, you're welcome.
In twilight's last gleam, Makima stands bold. Her walls sturdy, tales untold. Dreaming of her fruitful gardens, pilgrims arrive from distant lands. Figs and olives, oh so grand. Yet little do they know that they will step into flames, fuel to the fire, a burning brand.
What are you playing at this time?
I just felt like reciting a few lines of poetry. Surely the Crown Prince of Kremnos knows how to appreciate poetry, right?
Kremnoans steer clear of such weak literature. But my library doesn't lack collections of this kind.
These lines express the poet's yearning for their home, just as Akuma is distant from many people's homes.
I know how to interpret poetry, Haikis.
Hai guys, apa ya?
There's no point in pretending to be profound, my friend. Thank you for helping me out when I was in a tight spot, but it seems to me that you aren't prepared for the trial either.
Don't compare your situation with mine. My people are still relying on me. I can't ascend to godhood on my own without first resolving their issues.
So, are you suggesting that you, the mighty Mightimos, and the heir to the throne of Kremnos wish to defy tradition that has endured among your people for
Malah sarkas satu
millennia?
sama lain anjir.
I'm still thinking about what I should do.
Never mind. It's probably not my place to offer you counsel. An idea does strike me, though.
Go ahead. Let's see what terrible ideas you've come up with this time.
Maybe we both need to relieve some stress. Come, Mightimos, let's recommence our previous competition. This time, we'll see who can stay in the super hot bath for longer. What? Are you chickening out?
The phrase chickening out does not exist in the Kremnoan language. I just find this situation absurd, that's all. All-knowing historian, are you not aware that we Kremnoans use boiling water from sword forging for our baths? Looks like I'll have to teach you some royal etiquette today.
Ya ampun.
Thus, an unprecedented sauna battle commences! With unparalleled resolve, the two warriors' determination even alters the very hue of the steam. Flames intertwine with scalding vapor.
Lamaan anjir.
Can't see what's happening in the
Skip nggak penting.
Do you recall the legend of the Gorgo lion mentioned long before the dawn of Era Chrysia? That for tens of thousands
skip
of
aja guys ya.
years without it fixated on its rival's fleeing form in the chase. It set its sights on the other's neck, nearly with... It was stuck in a corner. It had nowhere to escape. On the land of Amphorius, some lives meet, and at last, the most scorching moment of the day.
Orang cuma mandi doang dibikin dramatik aja.
The temperature a little?
What? You're chickening out already?
Get lost.
Get lost.
Are you asking me to get lost, or...
Oh, yang manajernya tuh hilang tuh gara-gara disuruh pergi sama Mighty anjir. Bodoh anjir.
Please, forgive my presumptuousness, my lords.
What a spectacle of folly.
This is what you get for daring to challenge a Kremnoan without understanding your own place.
What I'm saying, your little game dragged down quite a few innocent souls alongside you.
We will personally escort back home the customers left awestruck by our formidable presence.
This isn't fair. You're wearing way less than I am.
Is this the latest trend now? Getting into the baths while dressed in full armor?
Don't look at me like that. It was he who challenged me. There is no word for flee in the Kremnoan language.
Very well. Let us bring this farce to a close, shall we? Warriors, it is time to get moving.
Lama banget. Ini kenapa anjir? Tunggu dah. Apa sih? Gak penting gitu lamaan.
The flame chase journey is destined to be a lengthy one, replete with obstacles.
But thanks to those two, all the gloom has vanished into thin air. Oh, we just had quite the commotion. It's not every day we find the Marmorial Palace this serene. Shall we continue with our previous plans? Hyacinth, would you care to join us?
Such an empty bath is indeed a rare sight. I was looking forward to unwinding after work.
Unwinding.
I'd be delighted to accept your invitation, Lady Treeby.
How about we go to the biggest bath?
Pada akhirnya di sini terus ngapain ke sana, Cuk?
Let me check. The water temperature feels just perfect.
So, how is the feeling of having the entire bath to yourselves?
It's so good.
What the shit? What is going on now? I'm not screenshotting this more.
But Lady Treeby, aren't you going to soak in the bath with us?
We will have to pass. After all, we've become children.
Please understand that she can no longer endure the heat of this pool due to the blessings of Yanas.
Due to the blessing of Yanas.
Oh.
Are you curious about us, Hyacinth?
I am, but something tells me that it might be better to change the topic.
Don't get all nervous. It's not something we can't discuss. The truth is, a long, long time ago, we were a mature adult just like Aggie. Then, because of reasons, we inherited Yanis's divinity and gained the power of passage.
Passage. Oh, balik
In return, the price we had to pay was the splitting of our soul.
Each opening of the Century Gate intensifies the strain on Treeby and the others. They are gradually regressing towards infancy, both in body and mind.
Okay.
We don't know what awaits us at the end either, but anyway, that's why we've turned into children.
In that case, when you opened that giant sentry gate above Akuma during the battle against Nikador.
Well, there's no way around it. We all know that the flame chase journey won't be a smooth ride.
Maybe we can find a way to fix it. The primary research focus of Noosporists is the soul. We explore its depletion and methods to restore dispersed souls. As long as research continues, there might be a breakthrough that can help. We will do everything we can.
So your first reaction is in fact denial. You're indeed an access student. I look forward to your good news, Hyacinth.
Now there's another reason to look forward to tomorrow.
Lady
Kenapa,
Treeby,
Cok?
what's wrong?
Sorry, keskip tadi.
Something's off.
Kenapa terian anjir?
Strong feeling again. Is it
Tuh, anjir.
Rayan? Wait, no.
Kan terian lu. Trinon.
This time. It's Trinon. Trinon is in danger.
Hah? In the meantime.
I win this round of escorting the bathers home.
Masih aja nih.
How does one contender alone make a valid competition?
Offering a compliment or two wouldn't be the end of you, you know.
Haikas.
What is that word? Is that your native tongue?
It means hyena. I'm likening you to a weak hyena. By the way, you emphasize the completely wrong syllable.
Though we've been acquainted for some time, I have rarely heard you talk in the ancient tongue of Kremnos.
It's because I'm not exactly a master at it either. I can
Iya,
listen
dia
and
pas
read
bayi
just
dibuang
fine.
gimana mau
When it comes
ngomong
to
bahasa
writing,
Kremnos anjay.
You can write?
Malah bingung kok bisa nulis katanya, Cuk.
You speak as if you don't have a brain.
That was
Allah
in
anjir,
jest.
yang berdua
I
anjir. Jelas anjir.
understand. After all, you spent all your childhood wandering far from home.
Worry about yourself first, deliverer. You also never mention your hometown, apart from when you need to introduce yourself.
Well, it's because there isn't much to say. Ides Elysiae is simply a tiny village that disappeared many years ago in the flames of war. The only times I get to see it are in my dreams, and in the trial from the Lance of Fury.
Okay.
I knew it.
Tebak.
Yes,
Si Mighty.
I saw it all. Ides Elysiae ablaze with everyone. My family, friends, and my kin.
Jadi emang trialnya ini susah banget ya, kayak mengeksploitasi ketakutan terbesar seorang itu.
Hung in the sky.
Mungkin nggak bisa
Just like on
juga
that
sih.
day.
Ngeri anjir.
And before my eyes, that murderer
Guys,
killed Cyrene.
Hugo sudah drip marketing anjay. Apa ini, Cek? Bentar. What is this? What is this gonna be? Wait a minute. Hugo?
For the intrusion. I'm Hugo. Let's just say I'm something of a collector.
Ice attacker? What the fuck? What? Huh? Ice attacker? Bro, attacker masih ada. So apa? Physical belum ada yang bagus. Ice attacker? What the fuck?
Apologies for the intrusion. I'm Hugo. Let's just say I'm something of a collector.
Ini teksnya otomatis ya, kocak anjir. I'm human gitu. Okay, I was not expecting Hugo would be an attacker. Ice. That is the list of my prediction. I thought he's gotta be a support or some kind of like defender. But attacker mungkin masuk akal sih karena dia kan juga pakai side kan. What? An ice attacker? Ellen sudah udahlah diganti sama Miyabi, masih diinjek lagi sama Hugo. Astaga Ellen, kamu kasihan banget. I can record Hugo, my dear friend, I'll be back like an avalanche. Avalanche itu apa namanya? Longsor. This world isn't fair. That's precisely why we must take certain necessary measures. I was looking around. A gentleman as powerless as myself would naturally never do anything improper. Wouldn't you agree? Ada Lycon aja, baru baca Lycon. Ice attacker. God damn it. It is precisely because we are living in this era of disasters that I cannot acknowledge the so-called justice he believes in. Carving out of a malignant tumor forcefully with sharp claws will ultimately leave only a scar named vengeance, kata Lycon. Anjay. An anonymous nobleman. Compared to mutual interests, blood ties are stronger shackle. That is why I am quite at ease with your despicable and insidious nature. Okay. A top-rated comment under another news article about a collection theft incident. A charity event? In reality, it's nothing more than a merit for those self-righteous hypocrites who collude in secret. Criminals, those people in Mockingbird should be considered heroes instead. Okay. Reminder from the new Eridu Public Security. Know your counterfeit currency to prevent counterfeit scams. Everyone has a responsibility to protect your tennis. Please forgive me for borrowing your light night in a dim night. Oh, oke. Aku sudah berekspektasi dia akan jadi attacker, jujur ya. Aku sudah berekspektasi dia akan jadi attacker karena di trailernya kemarin dia itu pakai sabit ya. Kita lihat seorang pakai sabit, kita udah pasti sadar gak sih dia bakal jadi apa, ya kan? Ya dong, namanya udah sabit side gitu, masa jadi defender kan agak kocak ya. Cuma yang aku agak gak expect itu elemennya dia ice. Yang belum ada strength limitednya itu physical. Trik. Fire, electric, ice. Ether. Oh iya tinggal ini doang berarti ya. Tinggal ice. Ya ice udah ada Ellen masalahnya, Cuk. Well. And take her ice again. Ellen, it's time to rest, girl. Kasian banget ya Ellen ya. Ellen, tapi nggak apa, dia masih bagus kok. Iya. Apa? Menghibur diri sendiri ya. Oke. I was not expecting this, but okay.
Apologies for the intrusion. I'm Hugo. Let's just say I'm something of a collector.
Bro. Bentar.
Apologies for the intrusion. I'm Hugo. Let's just say I'm...
Oh ada animasinya ya. Kukira nggak ada animasinya anjir. Tiba-tiba jadi ereng kan kocak ya. Oke. Berarti gini, kita coba cocok logi dan juga berteori ya. Kalau misalkan si Vivian itu field anomali ya. Field anomali yang bergantung ke penggunaan EX special kill agen yang on field untuk nambahin ether damage-nya dia sama anomali proficiency-nya dia. Kalau kita berteori seperti itu, berarti si Hugo ini dia itu adalah edge attacker yang akan berfokus ke penggunaan EX special attack dibanding skill-skill yang lain kayak chain attack, dash attack ataupun basic attack. Kita kan tahu Ellen tuh fokus ke basic attack. Kalau Evelyn ke chain attack, Harumasa ke dash attack, sedangkan si siapa? NB nanti dia akan fokus ke aftershock. Ya kan, aftershock itu jatuhnya kayak off field follow up attack. Ya yang kutangkap sih gitu ya. Karena kalau kita lihat kitnya MB, dia tuh nambahin crit damage dan juga damage dari agen yang gunain off field aftershock, yang gunain aftershock ya. Yang udah ada di confirm pakai kit aftershock itu cuma 3. 3. NB, Pulcra, Trigger ya. NB itu dia tuh unik. Kenapa? Karena setiap dia nge-slash 3 kali ke silver star marknya dia itu dianggap ya, itu bukan aftershock tapi dianggap aftershock. Yang aftershock bener-bener aftershock itu cuma 2, si Pulcra sama si Trigger. Kalau si Pulcra itu base dari stack ku di bawah barnya dia tuh ada kayak stack gitu, bar gitu. Dan setiap kita pakai EX special attack, basic attack atau apa, dia tuh bakal nge-trigger aftershock, dan aftershock itu model-modelan follow up ya. Si Trigger juga dia kan ada barnya itu, aku lupa namanya barnya apa. Nah itu dari itu dia ngeluarin aftershock, dan aftershock ini yang kutangkap itu off field follow up attack. Nah kalau misalkan dia juga off field EX special attack, berarti si Hugo ini dia bakal main stacknya di EX special attack. Berarti dia kemungkinan dia bakal mainnya energi regen. Senjatanya pasti ada energi generation energi regeneration rate. Terus bakal ada ya mungkin kit anomali kali ya. Soalnya gini guys, satu faksi itu udah pasti ada sinergi. Walaupun dua-duanya DPS itu udah pasti ada sinergi. Gitu loh. Kita juga baru cuma tahu 2 kan agen faksi Mockingbird, baru si Vivian doang sama Hugo. Kalau misalkan 1.7 bakal ada Mockingbird yang baru lagi, kemungkinan akan jadinya support atau bahkan stunner lagi. Tapi kalau kita beranggapan ini cuma 2 kan start of Lyra kan juga cuma 2 tuh. Ini juga cuma 2 dan kemungkinan besar ya cuma 2 doang. Berarti yang jadi kitnya faksi ini mungkin bakal dari damage over bukan damage overtime sih jatuhnya proc damage sih. Soalnya kan Vivian ini kan anomali eater. Anomali eater itu anomalinya itu berbentuk corrupted. Jadi corrupted itu setiap kita nge-hit enemy itu ngasih tambahan ether damage dari setiap serangan yang di-apply ke musuh. Modelnya sama kayak shock jatuhnya. Berarti gimana ya modelannya? Apa sih Hugo ini juga gimana ya ngomongnya ya? Soalnya dua-duanya DPS ya, dua-duanya si Hugo attacker, si Vivian anomali. Sedangkan elemen keduanya berbeda. Vivian tuh ether, Hugo ice. Kombonya gimana ya? Wow. Helen Joe dies twice. Iya anjir. As attacker or can betray and this it agent or bad guy. I can move from my version to be released. Different from the past. Yep. Ini seru tiba-tiba. Jadi mungkin ya. Tuh gimana ya ngomongnya ya? Ice attacker. Aneh ya? Dua-duanya DPS bro. Dua-duanya DPS sedangkan keduanya elemennya nabrak gitu loh. Nggak cocok gitu loh. Nanti gini coba kita coba bikin kit yang belum ada di ZZ nih kan Aftershock itu juga baru, ini mungkin baru nih. Jadi gini. Jadi Vivian bakal memanfaatkan EX Special Attack Agent yang on field untuk menambahin anomali proficiency sama ether damage. Ya dong. Kalau kita baca dari kit disknya, berarti sebelum kita ngelakuin on field dengan karakter selain Vivian, si Vivian ini at least udah atau tipis untuk ngelakuin proc ke anomali corruption ya kan. Kalau udah mau pecah, kita either ganti ke Hugo yang akan menambahin anomali proficiency ke Vivian dengan AX Special Attack, atau kita pecahin dulu corruptionnya pakai Vivian. Habis itu jadi Vivian ini modelnya gini kayaknya. Ketika dia udah nimbul corruption ke musuh, dia itu akan ada after corrupted. Apalagi after corrupted anjir. Jadi after corruption. Kocak gak ini ngebuat kit baru anjing. After corruption. Oke, after corruption ini apa? Di mungkin apotek juga ya. Ya, Burnish juga after burn nih masalahnya cu. Ya kan? Burnish after burn. Dan make up burn setelah dia off field makin sakit. Aftershock juga. Damage shock abis off field lebih sakit. Nah ini after corrupted nih so. After corrupt nih. After corrupt nih mungkin follow up attack kali ya. Follow up attack. Masa Hugo kehitung after corrupt, padahal kan dia ice tuh. Gimana ya? Ya masa after freeze. Semuanya after anjir. Ya si Vivian dulu, after corrupt. Oke, after corrupt ngasih apa? Mungkin after corrupt ini nambahin damage multiplier ke musuh satu, sama nambahin damage taken. Mungkin ya. Karena kan corruption kan otomatis karakter kita kan jadi terkontaminasi ether, yang dalam artian kita dapat apa buff dan di buff itu loh, tapi lebih besar di buffnya daripada buffnya gitu kan. Buffnya apa ya, mungkin damage taken lebih banyak tapi stun durationnya lebih cepat. Nah itu kan juga bisa. Nah setelah itu mungkin ketika udah kena corruption dan Vivian Ophil after corrupt itu ke trigger, Hugo ini masuk set ya kan, dia yang akan on field sampai bener-bener ngabisin EX special attack. Dia ngabisin EX special attack, dia mungkin juga ada stack nih. Jadi dia tuh model-modelan stack kayak si NB ya. Aku kepikiran stack NB sih. Kalau stacknya Ellen tuh udah keterlaluan. Udahlah sama, mekaniknya sama sih kocak cok. Modelannya tetap kayak si NB, SNB ya. Jadi ke apply-nya itu bukan ke dirinya sendiri tapi ke musuh. Jadi setiap penggunaan EX special attack. Nah, gini. Bentar. Kita kan tahu penggunaan energi maksimal itu mentoknya di 120 per agen. Ya kan? Kalau misalkan dia nge-apply stack basicnya EX special attack. Ya. Kan kita tahu kalau dari disknya si Vivian yang akan dipakai nanti nambahin anomali proficiency sebesar 45. Tandain. 45 anomali proficiency itu adalah angka yang sangat besar ya. 45 itu dari disk gratisan itu udah angka paling gede. Dan itu setiap satu kali penggunaan EX special attack oleh agen. Setiap agen per penggunaan EX special attack. Nggak dikasih di sini ya, disk yang baru ya. Oke, itu dulu. Jadi mungkin ya dari disk itu sendiri kita itu udah dapat sekitar 45 anomali proficiency selama 8 detik kalau nggak salah inget ya. 8 detik itu udah lama banget loh buat buff gratisan dari ini disk doang. Mana sih disknya tuh cok? Nih. When any squad member uses an AX special attack, the equiper's anomaly proficiency is increases by 45 for 8 seconds. If the character using the EX special attack is not the equiper attack ether damage is increased by 25%. Kalau yang make bukan equiper. Ya, ini berarti tanda ketika si Vivian ini off-field, dia otomatis kan ngasih corruption damage. Ya kan, after corruption damage itu tadi. Dan ketika si Hugo on field, Hugo ini gunain EX special attack yang nambahin damage ethernya Vivian sebesar 25% dan setiap 8 detik penggunaan EX special attack ngeriset anomali proficiency biar tetap stay di angka after buff sebesar 45 plus additional ya. Jadi mungkin Hugo ini dia penggunaan energinya tiap EX special attack-nya itu, aku masih bingung nih, antara 60 atau 40. Jadi antara 2 kali per max energi atau 3 kali per max energi per max ya. Jadi energi itu dibagikan. Kalau misalkan penggunaannya 40 otomatis dibagi 3. Jadi kalau udah penuh gue bisa EX special attack 3 kali. Kalau misalkan 60 berarti cuma 2 kali. Tapi berarti Hugo nggak bakal main aftershock. Dia bakal nggak ada after damage berarti. Dia modelannya bukan after damage ya, berarti full on field, no aftershock. Cuma mungkin dia bakal fokus kitnya ke EX special attack ya. Jadi mungkin dia nanti salah satu kitnya itu akan diconsider sebagai EX special attack. Jadi main point damage-nya dari si Hugo ini bakal dari EX special attack. EX special attack tandain ya. Punya Hugo ya. Karena satu faksi itu udah pasti support satu sama lain. At least 1 atau 2 kit dari satu karakter itu bakal berguna di karakter di satu faksi yang sama. Oke. Jadi ini kesimpulan, Vivian itu agen dengan cara mekanik off field ya, cara mekanik off field yang main EX special attack juga ya. Karena di sini tulisan any squad members, berarti semua dari salah satu squad yang menggunakan EX special attack itu memakai akan nambahin atau malih proficiency-nya si Vivian, baik itu siapapun ya, baik Vivian sendiri. Tapi setelah dia nge-apply corruption, dia akan ada after corrupt setelah dia keluar dari field. Jadi corrupted damage-nya itu akan dianggap sebagai after corrupted yang nambahin ether damage ketika anggota yang on field selain Vivian itu menggunakan EX special attack. Oke. Dan anomaly proficiency nambah 45 setiap 8 detik sekali. Ini cukup cepat sebenarnya 8 detik itu. Dan 8 detik itu berarti kalau dari apa tebakanku sih Hugo akan menggunakan 40 energi per EX special attack, dan dia salah satu kitnya itu akan ada stack ya ke musuh, yang ketika stack itu terpenuhi, misalkan dia pakai EX special attack akan nambahin stack 1, kita bilang 3 lah, kita bilang 3, nggak tahu ya, kita bilang 3. Setiap penggunaan EX special attack itu akan nambahin satu mark, des mark 1. EX special attack kedua nambahin mark lagi, des. Dan setelah dia menggunakan basic attack kelima, dia akan dapat 1 stack bonus, dan ketika dia menyerang musuh yang stacknya udah 3, serangan itu akan diubah menjadi EX special attack. Tebakanku begitu ya. Ini masih nggak tahu, ini cuma tebakan-tebakan aja, karena setiap faksi itu selalu ada kit yang menguntungkan karakter yang lain di satu faksi yang sama. Kita anggap aja season 6. Yanagi ngasih disorder, Miyabi ketika ada yang nge-trigger disorder dia dapat 2 stack, ya kan? Nah itu, ya kayak gitu-gitu yang nge-buff satu sama lain. Kita tarik lagi dari Stars of Lyra si Evelyn sama Astra. Astra ketika dia nge-quick assist habis ulti, quick assist itu akan diubah jadi chain attack. Nah, chain attack yang bisa ngemanfaatin siapa? Evelyn. Nah kayak gitu. Ini mungkin ya kayak gitulah, mungkin ya nggak terlalu besar mungkin ya, cuma ini adalah hal yang cukup seru ya ditebak-tebak gitu. Kita besok lihat live streamingnya, masih sekitar ya 1,5 bulan lagi lah ya, tunggu aja ya. Ya itu aja buat apa tebakan dari Vivian dan juga Hugo ya, seru sih. Jadi kita tunggu aja update-nya mereka. Kita besok udah bisa lihat kayaknya si Hugo sama si Vivian di main story epilogue season 1 yang part A ya. Berarti kemungkinan besar akan ada versi 1.7 juga di ZZZ. Tapi melihat dari jejak beberapa game yang sudah pernah rilis, 1.7 itu tidak pernah ada baik di Genshin ataupun HSR ya. Jadi ya mungkin ZZZ ini agak sedikit beda dari kakak-kakaknya ya. Siapa tahu. Ya kita lihat aja untuk kitnya mereka berdua. Ini teori yang cukup seru ya tentang Vivian dan juga Hugo ini. Aku juga tertarik untuk nge-pull mereka berdua, karena aku bakal skip NB dan juga Trigger. Karena kalau kalian mau nge-pull NB, aku saranin kalian nge-pull Trigger, atau sebaliknya kalau kalian mau nge-pull Trigger, aku saranin pakai NB. Karena mereka berdua adalah duo yang buset, kalau kalian combo itu bakal sakit banget ya. Karena kalau kalian mau nge-pull di ZZZ ini, kalian harus sebisa mungkin ya. Ini nggak harus wajib, cuma sebisa mungkin aja kalian pull satu faksi yang sama yang nge-support kitnya. Kalau misalkan kalian mau nge-pull Evelyn ya coba cari Astra, atau kalau misalkan kalian mau nge-pull siapa NB ya ambil trigger atau kebalikannya gitu aja sih, karena mereka saling support kit satu sama lain, dan ketika ada satu faksi yang sama power damage mereka akan naik cukup signifikan ya, yaitu yang harus dipikir-pikir lagi ketika kalian mau gacha di game ZZZ ini, karena ada sistem faksi dan sistem faksi itu sangat berpengaruh ke damage output kalian ya, walaupun nggak bisa dibilang besar banget, cuma signifikan. Nah kayak gitu ya. Jadi mungkin segitu dulu untuk pembahasan Hugo dan juga Vivian. Kita ketemu lagi di pembahasan selanjutnya. Oke, kita lanjut lagi mana Ezaa. Tapi seru kan, bahasa Ezaa tuh seru Jo. Bahasa Ezaa, bahasa Ezaa tuh seru anjir. Game baru soalnya, jadi seru dibahasnya. Sorry Finon. Wih, kenapa tiba-tiba kill Siren anjir? A blood red half sun hung in the sky just like on that day, and before my eyes that murderer killed
Cyrene.
Cyrene, ngomongnya Siren bukan Siren ya. Siren tuh yang ini guys, yang rambut pink tuh loh, yang kita lihat di cutscene terakhir.
Black cloak, an eerie mask, and a broken giant sword.
Ini yang kita temuin kemarin anjir.
I fought it in the trial. But even though I've been fighting, improving, and resolutely getting stronger all this time, I still couldn't defeat it.
You were blinded by hatred and almost lost yourself in that trial.
That's right. And that's why I am truly thankful to you, Mighty Mouse.
You finally picked up some manners. Better late than never.
Then what about you, Mighty? What did you see in that trial? What do you fear?
There is no word for fear.
Kira bakal terbuka satu sama lain anjing, Mighty babi.
I'm getting the feeling that your language has no words at all.
But to answer your question, I saw Akuma in the trial.
Akhirnya mau ngaku dia.
As well as
my old
comrade. Hephaestion, Perdiccas, Ionius, Ptolemy, and Possesta. Ever since I returned from the Sea of Souls, these five have been by my side. We faced life and death together during our days in exile. Those 10 years were arduous, yet filled with moments worth treasuring. Each night, we would gather by the campfire, savoring honey brews and singing our hearts out. The wind in the wilds of Amphorius smelled like rust. Hephaestion would always tease me about adding goat milk to the honey brew, claiming I ruined the blood-red color of the drink. He had a scrawny figure, but was a relentless force on the battlefield, dispatching foes without so much as a blink. Perdiccas was an expert in concocting medicines, delving into all those strange folk remedies. Ionius was a swift runner and our most reliable messenger. Ptolemy was a real bookworm, always spouting off in chapters and verses. When we left Kremnos, he made off with a stack of ancient tomes from the Grand Library. Not like it mattered, as my family owns the library. And then there was Possesta. He was the silent type, but a truly masterful musician.
This is the first time I've heard you mention these five, and their names.
They died on the battlefield before the Kremnoan detachment managed to join Akuma. Perdiccas was the first to go. He was shot in the stomach by a poisonous arrow from the people of Ladon in the second month of cultivation. In the end, his remedies mended all but himself.
Mighty Mouse, do not mourn. I have achieved honor by bestowing a noble death upon the enemy.
Leonius died in the 5th winter. Idonia's snowstorm lasted 3 full months. On the night of the fiercest storm, our foes launched their assault.
Idonia. Is that the city Castorus used to live in?
Yes. Those zealots were as fearless as Kremnoans in the face of death, but they lacked respect for honor. They cornered us in the bottomless swamp. Leonius covered for our retreat, and they cut his legs off. He vanished into the mire of a foreign land, his body never to be recovered.
This is perfect. Mighty Most, I can finally deliver the news of you ascending the throne to the Netherrealm.
20 dusks later, we finally breached the walls of Idonia and entertained the usurper's plea for peace. However, the rebels refused to surrender and set up an ambush within the city. Ptolemy and his cavalry met their end before they could even relish our triumph. Those obelisks that collapsed after being set on fire became their final resting place.
My Demos, please tell my family. It was not cunning schemes that vanquished Ptolemy, but the immense weight of Amphorius's entire history.
Then, it was Pacesta. You lured the enemies into the city of Aeneonis with his melodies, buying us invaluable time. Our enemies, consumed by indignation when they discovered the trick, set the entire city and my soldiers on fire. His final words were recorded on a small clay tablet, fractured by the flames.
My Demos, don the crown.
And at last, my most trusted friend, Hephaestion. He was supposed to stand by my side through it all. But a sudden relapse of his illness hit him on the eve of my duel against my father. He hid his condition from me. By the time I returned victorious, he had but a breath left in him.
A Kremnoan dying on a sick bed. I would be a laughingstock to everyone.
Hephaestion, my dear friend, spare your strength. I'll go get a physician.
No need. Even if Perdiccas were here, he couldn't stop destiny from taking me away.
No! None can take you away.
Anjir, ini aku lagi mode sayangnya aku nice nih, Cok. Gila, Cok.
My Demos, our king, do not shed tears for me. It's not befitting of your status. Farewell, my dear friend. You must lead us back home.
Anjir, delivery-nya keren banget, Cok. Merinding aku, ya ampun. Oh, line delivery-nya bagus banget, anjir.
Now I understand why you see immortality as a defect, or even a curse.
Wow.
My father threw me into the sea of souls to break the wheel of karma. But little did he realize it would grant me an immortal body and summon a fated revenge on his head. Following his demise, I considered leading my people back to our homeland. Kremnos had already turned it into a wasteland. Only darkness and insanity thrived there, against the dissent of many, Krateros included. I made the Kremnoan detachment stay in Akama. But I know that their glory will never be doused out. The instant of strife shall inevitably arrive.
If you take over Nikodor, then you must begin the journey back to your homeland. So, you hesitate because you think leaving your people in the Holy City is a better choice?
I don't know. But I have never been crowned. And those 5 were never endowed with any titles. None is aware of their glory.
Your predicament is truly complicated. I don't know how I can give you any useful advice. Maybe you could seek counsel from more people, such as the Grand Craftsman. Cartonis' people seem to have been through comparable dilemmas. And that teacher of yours, Krateros?
Dee, we've got a big problem! Big problem!
Lady Triby, what's making you so flustered?
Hurry up and go save Trinan!
Trinan kenapa, Cok?
She got abducted by Krateros!
Diculik Krateros, anjir. The fuck?
Krateros, what's going on?
Oh, dia mau ngambil ini ya, core flame-nya Nikodor, anjir. Tai.
It seems I was the one who exposed my vulnerabilities first.
Aglaya, I demand an explanation.
This man abducted Trinan by force and forced her to bring him to the vortex of Genesis. He then brazenly stepped into the trial of the Lance of Fury, and naturally failed.
Is she telling the truth? Why did you do that?
Because I don't want to wait anymore. Your hesitation made me desperate. If you want to run away from your destiny to become king, then keep running. Someone will eventually stand up and fill in the gap left by
Bacot, orang yang gagal banyak omong, anjir.
Age has blinded you, teacher. Can't you see that I'm hesitating because of this very recklessness seared into your blood?
Iya, bacot banget nih orang, anjir.
Krateros,
Tok keras. Udahlah gagal masih banyak ngomong, anjir.
to blaspheme against the prophecy? Does the mission we Chrysos heirs bear seem like child's play to you?
Do you know how the Kremnoans see you, Aglaya? You're a hypocrite and a megalomaniac. The prophecy of Genesis and the flame chase journey are just excuses for you to seize power.
Silence, Krateros. Do you even know what you're saying?
Are you defending this woman, Mighty Mos? How many wars did people start because of her and her so-called prophecy? How many cities fell in the past millennium? Their people massacring each other. Even if this so-called Genesis really exists, will there be a place for the Kremnoans in that new world?
Are you done talking? By agreement between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Elders, those who trespass upon the vortex of Genesis need not be tried by the Council. I, Krateros, your actions are unforgivable. I hereby sentence you.
Anjir, mau dieksekusi, Cok.
By agreement between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Elders, those who trespass upon the vortex of Genesis need not be tried by the Council. I am allowed to pass judgment alone.
Alone.
Aggie, wait! We have a proposal. Someone has to resolve this conflict between the cities.
Lord Krateros did not use violence to harm us. We can sense that his anxiety stems from his concern for his people's future.
Please, Aglaya, hear us out first.
I'm listening.
I'm sorry, Lord Krateros. We were so preoccupied with deciphering the fragments of prophecy that we neglected those of you not favored by its message. Your accusations were harsh, but justified. We wish to earn your trust and those of the Kremnoans. I think the best way to do that
is to take you to witness the source of the prophecy for yourself.
How are you going to show me something that has no form?
You've heard about that Outlander, right? He has somehow made a connection with Orynyx and can completely replicate scenes from the past. We will ask for his aid. Tomorrow, at the Abyss of Fate in the Temple of Yanisopolis, we will show you everything from that distant memory, Krateros.
A fair proposal. I accept.
Until then,
Hampir
you
dibunuh
will
sama
be
Glea anjir.
stripped of your freedom. That is my one condition, and I will brook no argument.
It is not the first time I've been made someone else's prisoner. Do as you please, demigod.
Teacher, why did you do this?
Forgive me, young master. But I just cannot wait any longer. Ever since your father died, our people and I have been waiting for a day to revive Kremnos.
Berarti dia yang nggak bertindak juga pas si Mighty Mouse mau dilempar nih. Ayahnya. The true hypocrite is here. The true hypocrite here is you, bro.
Returning home has become a sickness for our people.
Pasien Mighty Mouse ada bingung dia aja. Makin pusing dia aja. Tuh mau aku selamatin tapi orang-orangnya tolol semua katanya. Kasian Mighty Mouse lo. Ya ampun Mighty Mouse. Ya mau ngurusin orang-orangnya tapi orang-orangnya begini semua aja dia katanya. Hafe. Malah batu katanya.
If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate,
batu kata Mighty Mouse.
prove it to me once more,
Memang harus
Mighty
dipukul
Mouse.
ntar.
Just as you did back then.
Azan guys.
A fierce fighter. I did not expect such heroism from a feeble Akeman.
What? This art's good, bro. What the hell?
Fulfill your duty as the victor, warrior, and tell me your name. I seek an honorable death from you.
As if you have any honor.
Anjir.
Listen closely. I am the leader of the Kremnoan detachment, Midemos. I'm here to finish you, father.
Kaget dia.
It is you, the beast
Kaget dia.
spurned by
Anaknya
all.
sendiri katanya.
So you did defy death. The prophecy was true. You will bring an end to my Kremnoan dynasty.
Defy? You're
Anjir. Matian yang takut kepadaku katanya. Anjir.
It's the reason I have this body of steel. As for you, you already stand at death's door, father. You were the one who threw me into the Sea of Souls. The one who tried in vain to enslave a Titan. And the one who desecrated the body of a god. Haikus! You're a weak king.
Anjing.
So weak that even the lowliest hyena is a more noble existence than you.
Bisa roller coaster banget nih aku. Anjir.
Fate's reckoning is upon you.
Then swing your blade. Take my crown. Coronate yourself with an old king's blood and inherit it all. Become the new rightful king of Kremnos.
No. I don't want the crown. Listen. If there's only one end for the kings of Kremnos, then the crown means nothing to me. All I want is your life. To avenge Mother and my comrades.
But the walls of Kremnos will not fall with me. Do you truly think you can escape fate's grasp, my son? You and I, we're both the same. We feast on strife and fear. Now, kill me! The son of Gorgo is destined to be crowned in blood!
He said the Grand Craftsman Cartonus might have some suggestions. Might as well go see him. Grand Craftsman, how have you been?
King of Kremnos it is. That you would come, I knew.
You knew I was coming?
Your matters, I've heard. The path forward you seek. Many questions you have. But before that, take this.
What's this?
A signet ring for the King of Kremnos. Belonged to your mother. Recast and restore it. I did.
What? Mother threw it into the Sea of Souls.
A long time to fish out it took. Very fortunate we were.
I can hardly imagine how much patience and courage it must have taken to find such a small signet ring in the Sea of Souls. I owe you one.
Gratitude there is no need for. Repayment for saving me, this is. Questions you bring with you. Ask, now.
Fate I've always denied has finally caught up to me. By all rights, I should accept Strife's authority. It would make everyone happy. The Chrysos heirs, the Council of Elders, the Kremnoans. Even the bards who will write it all into song.
Yet hesitate still you do. Hesitate, why do you, young king?
Because of my people. Be they men, women, the elderly or children. The hearts of all Kremnoans yearn for home. They've all been waiting for this day. For the day their king returns. Children of Strife would then be able to go home and embrace the old traditions. Never mind that most of them have only ever been heard in these so-called traditions in song. They would then gather around their king and throw themselves into battle.
This is not a good thing, you believe.
The Kremnoans have been trapped in a cycle of bloodshed for the past 1,000 years. They seek vengeance, start wars, become prosperous, and decline. How much innocent blood flowed into the River of Souls in all those years? How many needless sacrifices could we have avoided? I accept that fate and become the totem of strife that lead my people into repeating the same mistakes. Then of course I would be terrified. I'd be terrified of becoming king.
A different kind of Kremnoan you truly are.
Oh. Wow, lagi ke tribute coy.
Mama, I had a dream last night.
Oh, now what did you dream about, my darling Trebios?
What? Artnya bagus-bagus ya. Anjir, kenapa aku ngeliatin ibunya si Tribi jadi kayak di Meko ya? Kocak anjir.
I had a dream that I turned into many me's. Then we made the moon into a ship and made the stars into our sails. Then we floated on the ocean and let the wind blow us in any direction it wanted.
Well, that sounds like a lovely dream.
Yeah! The ocean and the sky were really, really dark, but there were so many of me that I wasn't scared at all because we'd all sing together. The ocean wind blew us onto an island where the wind tasted like flowers. There were bleating sheep and chirping birds inviting us to be their guests. There were so many animals on the island, but none of them ever fought.
Yanis's holy maidens can receive guidance from the god of passages. Perhaps what you saw in your dream is a divine land somewhere in Amphorius.
You think so?
What's wrong, Trebios? You look unhappy.
Because on that same island, I saw a dark mountain on the other side of the ocean. And it was very, very tall. The mountain looked alive, and it kept getting closer to the island. Then I realized it wasn't a mountain, but a very, very tall wave made of water. When the wave smashed against the island, it looked like it was going to eat the island up. The small animals tried to chase it away, but they couldn't stop it. Then there was a bang and I woke up.
A dark wave.
Mama, does something that scary exist in real life?
Yes. Unfortunately, it does exist in Amphorius, but it's very far away from our temple. We call it the Black Tide, though it has nothing to do with water. It has no shape or form, but it can swallow up animals, humans, and even titans, turning them all into monsters.
Oh, the Black Tide is a baddie. I don't want everyone to turn into its food. Can't we chase it away?
Of course, my dear. You only need to behave well and listen to what the adults tell you. Study all the knowledge and etiquette you need, then grow up and become a proper holy maiden. The divine Yanis will then give you guidance and help you light the way for the people.
Wow, I'm gonna eat a lot and study a lot and become a holy maiden. But Mama, you said the Black Tide can swallow up titans too. What do we do if even Yanis is eaten?
If that happens, then the Holy Maiden will have to be the one to guide people on the right path. After all, we are the human avatars of the God of Passages, yeah?
Yeah!
But one person alone is not enough. Once you're older, you'll make a lot of friends. You must do your best to unite them, because that's also our duty as priests.
Friends? Are they also like me and Mama with pretty red hair?
They might not, but they'll certainly be just as smart and kind as you.
Mama? Am I dreaming?
Don't be silly, dear. Of course you're not dreaming. I've always been by your side.
What?
Now be a good girl and call your friends over too.
Anjir.
Let's play hide and seek, just like we used to, okay? My Trebios is the smartest girl. I'm sure they remember where everyone is hiding.
The voice sounds so far away. I don't remember. Who am I looking for?
Your friends, who will chase the Black Tide away alongside you, of course.
Is this from my childhood? I don't remember. There's strength in numbers! just to sit here and listen to Mama tell stories. Oh, how I wish to see you again, Mama.
Stop making me cry! God damn it, I hated it.
Use this.
There will be an amazing captain.
I don't cry. I'm not gonna cry, okay?
She's cheerful, optimistic, bold.
Malas aja udah gini-gini tuh
She'll be
capek
able to
banget
get
aja.
everyone
I'm not
together.
gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. Swear.
Wow, that's amazing! Can I be the captain?
Of course you can. But you'll find someone else who's better for the job, my dear. I think that person lives in a beautiful temple that sits atop a hillside, covered in golden fig trees. There's a noble girl there who's very smart, but also very delicate.
Just like Mama?
Perhaps. But before we find the captain, the ship also needs someone who can navigate it. Who could that be?
Let me think. I know! She's Trivy! I named this doll after myself? I don't remember it all. Is this a dream? Or something that happened in the past?
Oh. Stop making me cry, okay? I beg you.
It's packed full. Mama must have left all of these for me. All the words are blurred out. Could it be that my memory is fading? Bad chest! You can't lock me away! Huh? Why is this doll inside a chest? It's holding a sword. Why?
Many years later, many brave warriors will board this ship. They're skilled combatants who fear no danger.
Ooh, I can learn how to fight too and protect everybody!
Silly girl. You're Yanisopoulos' holy maiden. It's not your duty to fight. There will be many others to protect you.
Alright. Then where will they come from?
I believe one warrior hails from a lovely village where bulrushes flourish.
Ya, Final sama May Timosin.
Another comes from a
Aduh,
magnificent
suara aku tak mau
royal
habis ya. No way,
Though
man.
each
Baru
has their
mulai
own
streaming
troubles,
ini.
both are ready to lend their strength for the ship's long voyage.
In that case, let Trian fight by their side. This way, they'll always stay on course. How could I have known the name Trian back then? Was it just a coincidence? Or...
I do.
Learning can change your destiny. A blackboard?
Roket
And
anjir ini.
drawing? Doesn't ring a bell at all. Perhaps it's just a childhood doodle.
Roket anjir itu. Coba deh banyakannya.
When navigating at sea, you need to know both astronomy and geography.
Isn't Yanis's knowledge enough?
Oh, sweetie. The ocean isn't like the land. It's easy to get lost. That's why it's important to learn to recognize the miracle of Aquila.
Alright! Even though my brain is already super duper smart, I'll still try my very best!
Circe also favors children who try their best. They will send a wise scholar as everyone's teacher to help you reach your dreams.
I want to be a teacher too! Oh, wait. I'm super duper smart. So I want to be the teacher's teacher!
Why not? But if you're going to be a teacher, you might need to tone down that hyper energy of yours.
Then Trinan can do it! She's well behaved and would make a great teacher! Mama and the others always said that I had a great memory. But now, I can't even tell if this is a memory or a dream.
Come, let's line them up. Trebios. Set them on this music box and let them compose a melody for our song.
Music box? What's that?
Sweetheart, are you still groggy from your nap? You invented it.
I invented it? What does it do?
Oh, my lovely Trebi. You're usually so bright. What's gotten into you today? Well, you might as well see for yourself. Put your good friends on it and see the wonders it can do.
Put the dolls on. It's rotating. And I can hear something.
That's right. It's a music box. If you place the dolls in the right spots, it will start rotating and play beautiful music. Out of all your inventions, this one is my favorite.
Oh, jadi kenapa dia bisa bikin roket tuh karena dia tuh suka bikin sesuatu.
It's all right, my child. I'll sing along to the tune, and it will help jog your memories. Happiness abounded in this lush land.
I'm eventually gonna cry. But
giants
I'm
raised
gonna
their
hold it for now.
glasses in a toast, beheld by the 12 constellations. 3 carved the heavens and the earth. 3 wove the threads
Strong,
of
be strong, bro.
fate. 3 molded
Come
life with their
on.
hands.
I can't hold
And
it, bro.
3 guided calamity's gate. They declared the world too
Aku mau
uncertain,
jujur-jujuran deh, bentar.
hence wished endless laughter upon the living.
Aku mau jujur-jujuran. Aku jujur udah kena spoiler. Cuma masih abu-abu. Aku lupa siapa. Ya. Dan satu lagi. Minggu kemarin, hari minggu lalu. Aku kan nonton Solo Leveling. Ya, kalian tahu lah kalau kalian nonton Solo Leveling episode minggu kemarin tuh apa? Tuh aku udah nangis kemarin. Gila, anjir aku. Damn, bro. Ini sekarang begini nih.
Thus,
Please
you
don't
and
make
I
me
were created
me
with
cry.
words and song to weave,
I
and
beg
love
you.
and intimacy to give. Thus, creation was complete. Who then will bear the weight of humanity's souls, to lighten the steps of the living as a whole? O great Kephili, all-knowing Father of stature so tall, yet low does their gaze willingly fall. With light of dawn heavy upon their shoulders, golden blood spills unto the land, converging into a boiling river that flows to the heroic heirs of this world.
What's going on?
Oh yes, please lend me your ears. In the black mist, as death and fate draw close.
Kenapa tiba-tiba game
On the
horror
bloody
begini?
earth, the living dead, but ghosts. What is this world? It mirrors your maze-like fate. What is this world? A silent lament without a trace. What is the past? Wandering ghosts that linger. What is the future? Souls scattered by fate's finger. What is the start? A voyage born in solitude. What is the end? A spirit, lonely and subdued. Lonely and subdued. And subdued. And subdued. 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 Subdued.
Mama, what's going on?
Hurry! Run! Trebios, run! The black tide has arrived!
Can I quit? Bro, why it suddenly becomes a horror game? It's fucking creepy, man. I'm not gonna run. I'm just gonna walk. Stop scaring me, bro. You almost made me cry. Now you wanna make me scream? What kind are you?
Why? Why are there dolls everywhere?
This is the sacrifice of a holy maiden. You won't make it to the end. Only one person can.
I know. It's fine if we can't reach the end. Our minds are made up.
Go. Bid your farewells, Tribbles. Time is running out.
Mama, are you going to leave me?
My sweet girl. I will never leave you. But remember this, Trebios. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle.
Only one shall live to the end, or to
Since
Era
your
Nova.
mind is made up, then traverse the black tide and dispel the fog for Amphorius. I shall see you tomorrow, my dearest Trebios.
Are we still in a dream?
Did you have a nightmare?
Maybe. But it's been a long time since we had any dreams.
It's not yet the entry hour. You still have plenty of time to rest.
No. Our heart is still racing.
It must be that reckless Kremnoan soldier who startled Trinan. And you as well. If you want, I can pierce through his chest with the golden thread right now.
Aggie, cut it out with the scary talk.
I'm just kidding. If I were serious, I wouldn't have waited until now. Do you want to talk about the dream? Keeping it bottled up is not good for your health.
We had a dream about Mama. The dream itself was nothing. It's just the timing that feels a bit unsettling.
You mean...
It's Trian. Even if we refrain from ever using the power of the Century Gate again, her soul continues to slowly drift away from her body. There isn't much time left.
Perhaps it wouldn't be such a bad idea to let her relinquish her role as the gatekeeper and live out her days as a carefree child.
You have a point, Aggie, but our decision has already been made on that matter.
I believe there's still another way.
Souls will be spent until they dissolve into dust. Such is our fate. Once we had a whole and connected body. If that body were a tree, then its trunk and branches would share the same fate, decaying at the same pace. Now, we are fragmented into numerous selves. Despite the absence of a trunk, we are offered another possibility. We can choose how our branches will perish in a way that is most beneficial to the flame chase journey.
Compared with saying farewell to one person, watching many fade away before me is even more sorrowful.
But advancing is the destined end of Yanis's trial. There's no retreat in our path. Don't feel sad about saying goodbye to us. We've already agreed on this. right?
It won't be long before I forget what sorrow tastes like.
So, what would you like for breakfast,
Burayam.
Aggie?
Puasa, maaf.
What? Where did that come from?
Dari mana tiba-tiba?
After all this talking,
Lapar ini.
we're feeling a bit hungry. Plus, it's nearly the entry hour now. Do you remember when we first met, Aggie? You were still a little one, and we caught you secretly eating oatmeal late at night.
While my emotions might be fading, those memories are still as vivid as ever, teacher. Please, let me do it. What would you like to eat?
It's fine. Leave it to us. You should rest for now. It won't take long, and we'll call you when it's done.
In that case, thank you.
Then, see you tomorrow, Aggie. Nevertheless, that nightmare is ominous. Memories are slipping away, even the image of Mama. Just as expected, another trip must be made into the abyss of fate. Hopefully Orynyx will be willing to help us.
Okay.
Long time no see, Professor Anaxa.
Who are you?
It's been a while. I'm the one who once overthrew the entire classroom in that spiritual physics lecture.
Oh, it's you.
No way. Do you really still remember that, Professor?
I remember that glib tongue of yours. What brings you here? Surely you're not here to reminisce.
You could tell.
Of course. You only beat around the bush when you have a hidden agenda.
That's not true. I'm here to seek enlightenment, as always. Could you please teach me everything you know about the black-robed swordmaster?
Rumors sure travel fast. Unfortunately, I too know nothing about it. I can only tell you that it is clad in a black robe and wields a greatsword. At least, it looks like a greatsword. It's shaped like a twisted half-sun, and a peculiar dagger resembling a crescent moon.
PTSD nih. PTSD nih.
By the way, take this with you. I got it from the sneak attack. It's yours now.
Oh. I was right. It is this thing. The one who torched Aedes Elysiae to the ground. And killed everyone.
Don't try to be a hero. No one in Akama stands a chance against that thing right now.
Is that what the Titan said as well?
Not at first. But the god relented after having had a taste of its power. Even with the god possessing me, I couldn't fight against that blade. That incredible power doesn't seem to be granted by any Titan.
Are you suggesting that it originates from beyond Amphorius?
It's possible. Much like the Black Tide, no?
Nonetheless, it's an enemy we must overcome.
We? Drop the pipe dream, Phynon. No one wants to see you fall by their blade.
His mere presence will endanger the Holy City and the Flame Chase.
You know that I don't believe.
You don't believe in the so-called prophecy, I know. However, I'm here to seek your assistance, not at the request of Aglaya or Tribi. I just want to eliminate a threat to the city I pledged to protect. That's all. The tragedy at the Grove must never happen again.
Take a seat. Since you are sincerely seeking enlightenment, I suppose I can tell you one more thing.
anjir.
What's wrong, Trian? Nothing. Just remembering what happened at the grove. The monster in the black cloak. So scary. Everyone in danger. Nightmare. I can't forget. Don't be scared. There are no bad guys here. Didn't you save everyone with the Century Gate, Trian? Trian threw it away. Far away. It's never coming back. We got back safe from the grove because of you, Trian. You're the reason the flame chase journey can continue. Sorry. Trian feels a bit dizzy. Why are we here again? For the same thing, of course. Remember? Tomorrow we will reveal the prophecies past to everyone. But first, we need to restore the memories that have been blurred by the fragmentation. We hope to present the full truth to everyone, without hiding anything. Since Yanis caused the fragmentation, we can only turn to another Titan, Orynyx, for help. Also, remember to get breakfast ready for Aggie before the Lucid Hour tomorrow. Oh, yes! Trian remembers now. Oh, on that note, we had better prepare some saffron before we meet with the Titan. Saffron? Huh, it's an essential offering for rituals in the Temple of the Three Fates. You think we shouldn't go to Orynyx empty-handed? Yes, it's also a symbol of Yanisopolis. If we are to replicate memories, we need to use something that has experienced those days. And when we first met Aggie, we added that to the porridge we made for her, and she really loved it. I see! It's like killing 3 birds with 1 stone! But it all depends on whether Orynyx is willing to help us. This could be a problem. After all, it was us who took the core flame from Yanis, from Orynyx's kin. We will have to give it a try. If there's truly no other way... in our current state, we probably can't do anything to them. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Leave it to Trian. Trian knows how to play cute. In any case, let's look for saffron first. I hope there's still some left in the temple, untouched by Mikador's soldiers. I remember that aged saffron is preserved in sealed jars. Let's be on the lookout as we go.
Among the Undying Divine. Take a look.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
It's a dead end ahead. Turn back, teacher.
What? Aggie? No. It's an illusion.
Why gitu? Why?
A day of peaceful repose.
Wow, this room is huge. Trinan, did you? Yeah, I saw it. Was that a warning from Orynyx? What are you two whispering about? Treeby? Trinan? Trian can't even hear our own telecommunication. Well, never mind. Trian suddenly feels like this place is quite familiar. Oh, there's a whiff of safari in this room. It's right over there. Over here. Follow Trian. Trian, slow down.
Even if separation is our fate, a Futile death is not the solution.
It appeared again.
What is that sound, man?
Right here! I summon thee, Oryx! Stir up ripples of past reverie! Something's appeared! Wait, we should read it first.
Oh my god. I'm not reading this.
Wait, this is a letter? It mentions something about Saffron and Trepios? Isn't that name... Never mind that for now. Why is this letter here? And how did Trian sense it? Could it be our lost memories? Is it possible that we were already noticed by Oryx and entered their trial? But why haven't they said a word? Oryx has the whims of a child. Perhaps they're toying with us on purpose. Come on, this isn't the right time to be playing games.
Separation and death are two sides of the same coin. Reconciliation doesn't come easily for a mortal.
Are these visions also fragments of the past? Trebi! Trinan! Look what I found! Is this the safari? Coming! We'll take a look. But Trian, there's nothing in here. What? It was right in the stolium. Huh? There's really nothing here. That can't be! I swear I saw it! I swear! Trian is telling the truth. It was right there. Where did it go? Trinan, Trebi, why aren't you saying anything? Trian can't seem to hear you at all. We were just lost in our thoughts. Don't worry, Trian. What you saw was likely, Yana's hair. We must have startled it away. Okay. Could Oryx be trying to make us falter? But why would they do that? Something feels off. Trebi, don't you think this temple is a little too quiet? What do you mean? It might just be an illusion. But Trinan wonders, is Oryx really putting us through a trial? Still no luck finding any safari. I suppose we can do without it. Let's try to convince Oryx. At least they didn't toss us out straight away. Whoa! Trebi, Trinan, look at this! So cool! There are so many of us now! Trian! It's really quiet in here. Do all Titans live in dark places like this? What's going on? Oryx disappeared?
What?
Are you saying that the black-robed swordmaster is not just tied to the Black Tide, but is also hunting for core flames everywhere?
This is the most plausible possibility. First, it has a vessel that can hold core flames. Second, I'm one of its targets. Let's start with the first premise. Its peculiar ceremonial blade can interact with a core flame, as evidenced by the pull I felt when it stabbed into my chest. I hypothesize that the blade can sense, absorb, or even retain core flames. The second premise is even more explicit. When it was engaged in fierce battle with many of us and was heavily distracted, it remained consistently focused on me. Or rather, on the Titan Circes inside me.
So it's plundering the flames. But if your argument holds up, wouldn't he be headed to Akuma soon? The vortex of Genesis is full of the Titan's core flames.
Not necessarily. Let's call that person the Flame Reaver for now. If my presumption holds, that person has 3 targets.
Who?
The first target is me.
Oh iya.
The second target is
Pantes orangnya
Oryx,
tadi hilang.
who hasn't yet fallen. And the third is Akuma and the Vortex of Genesis, where the core flames are housed. But I suspect Akuma won't be their first target. Kefali's core flame is guarded by the Council of Elders' arcane power. And Fagusa's water curtain should be able to block out any external perceptions.
What about Thanatos and Aquila? Their core flames are yet to be restored?
The whereabouts of Thanatos remain a mystery to all. As for Aquila, can you fly?
No, I can't.
Can that Swordmaster fly?
Good point. But what if he does grow wings?
If they had wings, I wouldn't have made it out of the grove alive.
That's a relief. Anyway, since the Flame Reaver has 2 targets, we need to move fast.
With the distances between Akuma, the grove, and these potential targets, I believe we should bolster our defenses and...
Fake news Finan katanya. Triby's missing. The last time the 3 of them were seen was in the Beast of Fate.
Oryx! Are you in here? No response at all. Did they foresee that we were coming and hide in the fog, or... Treby, we should leave. This temple has other people in it. What? Oh. Listen, footsteps. Fast ones. 3 or 4 people coming this way. Come on, we need to hide. Whoever they are, we can't let them see us. Treby, Trinan, come check this out. What's this? Trian feels like it's so familiar.
gray, snowy, and... Wait, where's Trian? Is she back?
We only saw the two of you collapsed on the side of the road when we arrived.
Danny and I looked around, but we couldn't find any traces of Lady Trian.
What about the black-robed swordmaster?
Blast it! Of course it's him. We were still too late. I fear something bad has happened to Orynyx's core flame.
Then Lady Trian...
She doesn't have much divine power left. We can barely sense anything.
That you're both safe is already a blessing. Everyone, we must take action now. We should split into two groups. One group will stay in the Abyss and meet up with Aglaya's reinforcements, then search for Trian's whereabouts. The other group will come with me to pursue the black-robed swordmaster and recover the core flame. I didn't get to tell you this before, but Anaxa and I already have our misgivings about the Black Tide, so we've made preparations. I'll tell you the details as we move. Opportunities are fleeting on the battlefield. We should hurry.
Lord Finan! Lady Treby and Lady Trinan. I'm glad you're all right.
Did Aglaya's people get here?
Yes. Lady Aglaya already knows about the situation and sent along a message. Finan, I understand that Swordmaster is of great importance to you. But if you charge in without a plan, I fear that you won't be the only one who dies in vain.
I understand. Hatred is a hero's deadliest poison. I have no intention of fighting alone. If that Swordmaster really is related to the Black Tide, the Chrysos heirs must not take them lightly. I have indeed planned to return to the Holy City and discuss the strategy with Aglaya. We'll need all the help we can get for this encirclement.
Why don't we split up as previously discussed? Yasin and I will stay in the group with the reinforcements. You go back to the Holy City with everyone else and tell Aglaya about your plan.
Trinan will stay in the Abyss too. That way, both sides can communicate with each other if anything happens.
Thank you, everyone. Partner, Treby, let's go. We're back, Aglaya.
You should have come to me first, Finan.
Aggie, there's no need to scold Snowy. Makima is currently in grave danger.
I know. It's beyond my imagination that the only two titans humankind can still rely on fell in such quick succession. I've never seen the golden thread pulled this taut, as if it could snap at any moment. Finan, tell us your plan. Time is of the essence.
This being is not just hunting titans, but taking the core flames too?
Yes, just like the Flame Chase journey is doing. Professor Anaxa thinks the Flame Reaver's arrival is likely a sign the Black Tide has spread further.
Regardless of whether you're right, this being is still far more aggressive than we expected.
But its madness is also an opportunity for us. If its goal is the core flame, then that means us humans can lure it into a trap. Anaxa had already left the Holy City with Cersei's core flame while we were on our way to the Abyss, so he can make preparations for the battlefield.
Tell me, what makes you think this won't end with us losing another core flame?
Because this time, the power from beyond the sky is also at our side. He is the key. We need your other companion, too.
Ma'am, do you mean me?
I see. Finan, that battlefield you mentioned, is it Castrum Kremnos?
Yes, I'm sure everyone remembers the astonishing miracle our partner here performed with his companion during the battle with Nikador. and how they awakened Castrum Kremnos' past. That will be the key to our victory. We will use Orynyx's power to once again open a passage to the past and lure our enemy inside. Then, we'll seal the Flame Reaver in the maze of time.
Impressive. Orynyx has fallen, and Yanis's divine power already belongs to Akima. Once we take back the core flame, the Swordmaster will have no means of escape. It's very clever, using the element of surprise instead of brute strength. Can you do it, little one? Such enthusiasm. I'm glad to see you're confident. By the way, the Council of Elders declared a state of emergency when Treeby went missing. Kynus and her following have heard tell of the incident at the Grove, and are galvanizing support in secret. I fear she'll make her move before the next assembly of the citizens.
What are they plotting?
That short-sighted politician likely believes the Chrysos heirs have outlived their usefulness, and is making preparations for her next step. That ugly side of humanity is something we'll have to deal with eventually. But that's a problem for another day. I've sent Casterus ahead to the council with a message. She should be able to keep the situation under control for the time being. Finan, it is my hope that we can come to an understanding on this. We must take down the Flame Reaver in one go, and retrieve the core flame. And in doing so, grant ourselves an advantage against the Council of Elders.
Of course. You may count on me to lead the charge.
I apologize for tasking you to spearhead the plan once again, but Akima is currently beset by enemies from within and without. The situation brooks no delay, and we have precious little time to confer and discuss the plan with you. That being said, you are the key to our success, and I shall respect any decision you make.
I may not be as masterful as Trian when it comes to the Century Gate, but even I can open a nice big gate if I have enough time.
As for whether we can take back the core flame, that will be up to Anaxa's capabilities.
Based on what I know of him, he can do it. I'll be honest, we can't. But the Flame Reaver will have to step over my dead body if they wish to do you harm.
We are grateful to you for your aid, and to the rest of you as well. Now, let us be off to begin the hunt. May carefully sharpen our gaze and grant us victory over the enemy.
You mean Mighty? He's dealing with a different problem. Don't worry, that man would never miss out on this fight.
Farewell, my dear friend. You must
dia
lead us
selesai trialnya.
home.
You and I, we are both the same. We feast on strife and fear.
If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once more, Mighty Mos.
I knew you'd be here.
I heard you're about to set off on an expedition.
That's right. It's going to be a tough battle, and our destination is... turns out to be Castrum Kremnos.
Is that why you're here? To pray to the dead Nikador?
No, just the opposite. I'm here to tell you, you can entrust the front lines to us this time. You can't afford to lose your upcoming battle either.
Have you heard the story of Geocles the Mountain Breaker?
Sounds like you've spoken with Cartonus. That's the name of the legendary mountain dweller, right?
Let's have a chat before we go our separate ways. Cartonus told me that back in ancient times, the mountain dwellers lived in seclusion. They spent their days quarrying and gathering, living a simple and peaceful life away from strife. But Geocles was different. He resisted their traditional way of life, yearning for the world beyond the mountain. They're safe, but humdrum culture was like fetters around him.
He sounds a lot like you.
Yes. That is why he, too, faced the same dilemma as I do. One day, during one of Geocles' many ventures beyond the mountain, he spied a battalion of Ladonians stationed at the foot of the mountain. The Ladonians were at war with their arch-enemies, the Companions, and they used the mountain as a base to carry out guerrilla warfare operations. When Geocles, who had taught himself the common tongue, approached a soldier, he learned a shocking piece of news. Ladonians were planning to plant mines and explosives all over the mountain, and then lure their enemies within. With danger lurking with every step, the mountain dwellers' homes were no longer safe. Geocles quickly returned to his village to bring the news to his people. But...
let me guess. They refused change and chose to put up with the situation instead.
That's right. The mountain dwellers were fearful of even the smallest change to their lifestyle, let alone leaving their home. Despite the imminent war, the elders would rather negotiate for peace instead of leaving the mountains. This made Geocles both angry and sad. But he didn't give up. If you were in his shoes, what would you have done?
Lead my people on a resistance, perhaps. I'm not sure. I can't think of a solution that would make everyone happy.
A solution that would make everyone happy, huh? That's how naive we are. Well, let me tell you what Geocles did. He took the mountain dwellers' store of gemstones and traded them with the Ladonians for a massive amount of gunpowder. But he didn't do this to fight the Companions. Under the cover of night, he set ablaze the forest surrounding the settlement, forcing his people to flee the mountain. That great fire marks the beginning of mountain dweller history. Since then, their people became part of civilization, and giants became a common sight in the holy city. Meanwhile, that mountain they once lived in has turned into little more than foam inside the black tide.
But leaving their homeland also brought many mountain dwellers misfortune. They
were hunted by Kremnoans or enslaved. Indeed, that is undeniably also part of their history. But that is Geocles for you. The merits of his actions, or lack thereof, have been scrutinized by many, but historians nevertheless hail him as the Mountain Breaker. Why do you think that is? It's simply because he took action and enacted change with his own hands. He didn't try to make everyone understand him, nor did he even waste time trying to make everyone happy. He started a great fire and burned the shackles of tradition to ashes. And then forced everyone to march toward the coming of a new era.
You've made up your mind, haven't you?
I'll be leaving Akuma soon to fight the great darkness of this world, and to shoulder Nikador's destiny. So, listen well. If there comes a day when we meet again on the battlefield, and I stand opposed to the flame chase, remember to stab your sword into my back through my 10th thoracic vertebra. That's my weak spot. And the only way to kill me.
You have my word.
Dikasih tahu dong kelemahannya dia. Tidak sepercaya itu.
Go now. The battlefield calls. Send that flame-thieving hyena to their death. But if you find yourselves with no other recourse, pray to that blade in the sky. And loudly call out the name of the new god.
That's the sound of an all-out war. Not the kind of ruckus Professor Anaxa can raise on his own. Let's hurry. The battlefield is just ahead.
Oke. Pause dulu.
Need? If not, then I'll be leaving.
Thanatos grant her by the night of wishful sleep try to repeat president. Oke, jadi kita lanjut streaming HSR ya. Kita akan siapkan episode terakhir untuk ngelawan Flame River di live streaming selanjutnya. Ya, hari ini cukup seru ya ceritanya ya. Gila, sedih banget anjir ya, Trien. No man. Cannot be, bro. Oh ya wis, jadi segitu dulu aja live stream hari ini. Terima kasih banyak buat kalian yang udah mau mampir, udah mau like dan mau subscribe. Kita ketemu lagi di live stream berikutnya di finale 3.1 HSR untuk melawan Flame River, Entrap the Flame River. Jadi kita ketemu lagi di live stream selanjutnya. Gue Ezaa, see you next time and have a nice one. Bye.